And it's time now for News Extra, brought to you today by First State Bank. Here's Kevin Mooney.
Thank you, Dennis. Good morning, everyone. Matt Silverman is here, and we're going to discuss one of the great events for the Scotts Bluff County Fair this year, the Built Ford Tough Mud Bog and ATV races coming up on Friday night. And Matt's in charge of that whole 9 yards and has been for several years. And you have even more events this year than normal, right?
You bet.
You've got tons of events.
Right on. I had one of the kids from Torrington. He said he had a lot of interest in this barrel racing, where I said, well, can we pit four-wheelers and bikes in the same? He said we're going to try it, so we're going to see what happens. We'll probably practice it a few times to see if four-wheelers and motorcycles can be on the same playing field.
Yeah. All right, let's talk first of all about how you get in, how you register if you want to compete, and then we'll start talking about all the events.
Perfect. Okay. If you have a pickup or, even if you're just a hired man, you want to steal your farm truck you use, bring it out, and you can enter it in the side-by-side mud drag. We take entrance from 3:30 to 6 on Friday, and the back gate will close for entrance at 6. We'll still take pit passes back there, and those are $15. It's $35 per class, and we also have a kids ATV class. It's $20, and we're going to open it up and let not just kids ATVs, but kids motorcycles too. So if you have less than 100cc motorcycle, you can enter that. We got that same ATV barrel in the bale track right in front of the arena, and then like I say, this year we're going to have the Halbrans Power Sports and Trailer Sales, ATV and motocross extreme barrel racing, and then of course we'll also have the ATV and motocross tough oval, and I'll let bikes or quads be in that event also.
All right, so a lot of neat events. The barrel racing, how does that all work? You have the starting line at it'll be on one end of the arena, and then those guys have to go through all kinds of different things in order to do it, right?
Right. Regular barrel racing, you race down, you go around one barrel, you come back around a barrel, go back around another barrel, and then race back to the finish. I'm calling this extreme barrel racing because, well, I'm going to put jumps and mud in there. So everything that happens in the arena, it's got to have, a level of excitement. There's got to be some danger involved with it. You've got to, these are skilled riders. These guys race all summer long. They're no stranger to some jumps, some doubles, what have you.
All right, so you just make it kind of tough for them.
Tough for them, but it's thrilling. And then also, we have to look at the fact that, people are paying their hard-earned money to come to these events. And I like it when they're talking about the event at the end, at the office in front of the water cooler. So
yeah, it'll be cool. All right, the mud bog. We'll talk about that a little bit and what all is going to go on with that and some other things right after this.
Most people buying a home is the investment of a lifetime.
And
cool.
we're going to talk about the Heritage Irrigation Mud Bog Dash for Cash.
Yeah.
And then let's see. I need to talk about my volunteers.
Yeah.
We're big on you.
Maybe the other sponsors
Right,
and really in Ford too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got a hammer on them.
All right, we're back on News Extra. Matt Silverman is here to talk about the Built Ford Tough Mud Bog and ATV barrel races coming up Friday night at the Scotts Bluff County Fair. We've discussed a little bit about what's going to go on with the barrel races and some of the motocross stuff. Now we're going to get into the mud bog a little bit, and you have some people, I guess we have to mention that sponsor some things as well.
You bet. This year, Heritage Irrigation, Travis Erdman, is very gracious, and he's sponsoring the Mud Bog Dash for Cash. And we're going to mix it up, I think, this year. I think we're just going to take some bags of dollar bills or bags of cash, and we're going to put them out on tables at the end of that mud pit. Whoever gets to them, maybe they'll roll around the mud and then jump on that cache and see what sticks to them, and that's what they get to keep. I'm not sure, And then also this year we've got the Ford Street Team coming. They'll be right outside the arena, and they're going to be handing out all kinds of great Ford things, and really nice gifts. All kinds of things from hats to T-shirts to maybe some golf items, just all kinds of swag. So it'll be really neat having them. So even if you don't want to come to the Mud Bog, you can come out to the fairgrounds and visit the Ford Street Team. They'll have vehicles there. I think they'll even let you. They may let you do a little bit of test driving. I'm not sure. That'll be really neat. I also need to give a huge shout out to all my volunteers, the Mud Bog clubs. Especially Donnie Kearns in Torrington. His group comes out and they do a great job for me. Like I say, Ted Halbrin and Halbrin Power Sports and Trailer Sales, they do a great job, and they've stepped up this year also. And of course, Built Ford Tough. This wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for Ford Motor Company. They basically sponsor this whole event, and we're probably going to unveil some signs this year that'll be in the grandstands, and that'll be a pretty neat deal also.
All right, they're going to actually be sponsoring the whole entire grandstands, right? Or maybe eventually. Isn't that the plan?
That's correct, and it'll be a recurring thing year after year. And like I say, they've stepped up, just like we have other companies. Pepsi, they sponsor the event center, and so it'll be a recurring thing, and we've got a great relationship with them.
All right. Once again, if you want to get into this, where do you have to be, and what time the show starts?
Right on. Okay. And also, if you have any questions, you go to the website. It'll more than likely just direct you right to me. I've got a lot of people that call me and ask me questions, but the back gate of the Mitchell Fairgrounds will be open from 3:30 to 6 on Friday. And the event starts at 7 o'clock, and it starts with all the kids' ATV and motorcycle events. We get them in there and get them out before we bring in the big mud trucks. This year we're mixing it up. We're going to start the pit pretty much in front of the grandstands, and then run at an angle away from the grandstands. So it'll be right up front. Hopefully we can get the mud out of there before the nitty-gritty dirt band comes. But if we can't, we'll have a little hoedown in the mud, so it'll be a good time.
All right, very good. Matt Silverman here to talk about the big Mud Bog on Friday night. Make sure you're there.
Thank you.